Today, we're talking recruiting, development, family, summer basketball, and what's next for one of the biggest rising stars in girls basketball. This is Pure Prospects Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm your host, Cody Thomas, founder of Pure Prospects and an NCAA certified basketball scout. I appreciate everyone who continues to support Pure Prospects, whether you're reading our articles, following our rankings, listening to our podcast, or sharing our content. Thank you. Before we introduce today's guest, I want to remind everyone to become a Pure Prospects Insider on Substack. For just $7.99 a month or $80 annually, you'll receive premium recruiting news, player evaluations, rankings, exclusive interviews, podcasts, and feature stories while helping us continue to provide exposure for athletes across the country. Also, don't miss one of our biggest episodes of the summer, Friday, July 10th at 9 p.m. We'll welcome Camp One Chief Operating Officer Julius King and majority owner Terrence Commodore to the Pure Prospects podcast. We discuss Camp One's vision, player development, leadership, and what makes the organization one of the fastest growing names in youth basketball. Now, let's meet tonight's guest. Introducing Charlotte. Today's guest has become one of the biggest names in the class of 2029. She's a 6-foot combo guard from John Hardin High School in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Kentucky's number one player in the class of 2029, a four-star recruit. She's ranked number 24 nationally in the ESPN SC Next class of 2029 rankings, a Max Preps freshman All American. She averaged 27.2 points, 11 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 3.2 steals during an incredible freshman season. She's also one of the stars of the Lady Phenom United 17U on the Adidas 3SSB circuit. Charlotte McCurry, welcome to the Pure Prospects Podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know it's been a busy summer. You've been traveling, visiting schools, preparing for the live period, and talking with college coaches. How are you doing? How's your summer going so far? If you had to describe this summer in one word, what would it be?
Definitely focused. It's been really busy, but obviously really exciting. Lots of basketball. Got away to the beach for a little bit, so that was good in the dead period. But obviously, just lots of grind, lots of hard work. So it's been really fun.
So let's go back to the beginning. For people watching who may not know your story, tell us about Charlotte McCurry. When did basketball first become something you loved?
Yeah, I mean, at a really early age, I was introduced to basketball. It's huge in my family. Both my parents played at the collegiate level, and it's been around me for my entire life. So, I mean, it's always been big for me. I've loved basketball since a very early age.
Was there a moment when you realized this is something I want to pursue at the highest level?
I mean, I think just at an early age, I always dreamed really big. I always set the bar really high for myself. So I think just really early, I was like, I want to do this and I want to play at the highest level possible.
Growing up, did you always know basketball would be your sport?
I think, yeah, I had I thought I was going to play always. And then obviously just growing up around it. And I did play soccer. So I was balancing the two for a while. But then I realized, basketball is the one I want to do. So.
Playing for your dad. So one thing I think is really unique about your story is playing for your father, Jared McCurry. Not many athletes, get that experience. What's it like having your
Mhm.
dad as your high school coach?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really hard most days, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you want for yourself. It's what I want as an individual because he pushes me every single day to be at the highest level. He wants the best for me. He wants my full potential. So do I, and I know what's best. And him being my coach is definitely what I need at the end of the day.
Does Coach Jared treat you any differently than anyone else on the team?
No, I'd say in certain moments he definitely coaches me way harder. But I mean, at the end of the day, he wants the best for all of our teammates. He wants the full potential out of all of us. So he coaches us all really, really hard.
Would your teammates say he's harder on you?
I think they say that in certain like game moments, especially when, it comes down to the wire. But I mean, at the end of the day, they get coached just as hard. So
What's the biggest thing you've learned from him?
Definitely just hard work pays off. He always wants to see my full potential. He always wants me to work really, really hard. So no matter what, he wants hard working out of me.
So let's talk about your family support. Recruiting can be overwhelming. With the phone calls, the text messages, the visits, social media. How important has your family been through all of this?
Oh yeah, they've been really, really important, very supportive through everything. They're very grateful for everything I've received as well, but definitely just keeping me humble no matter what. But they're very, very supportive.
Who keeps you grounded?
Definitely my mom. She's always there to, make sure I feel seen for sure. So definitely her.
Who's who celebrates the wins but also reminds you to stay humble?
Definitely my dad. My dad's always the one to, he'll get excited, but he's always at the end of the day, there's more work to be done. So he'll definitely keep me humble for sure.
Charlotte, let's talk about your freshman year. These numbers are unbelievable. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. That's impacting the game in every possible way. Looking back,
Mhm.
what are you most proud of?
I think just showing up for myself day after day. I mean, whether I was sick or tired, I always showed up, whether it was a practice or a game or a tournament game, I was always there. So I'm definitely proud of that and definitely just being a leader. I definitely tried to lead in every possible way. So I'm proud of that as well.
Did you expect to make that kind of impact as a freshman?
Yeah, I think I had 2 years prior of varsity experience, so I definitely expected to, accelerate and have a really good year. So for sure.
Or did just like everything come together? I mean, with 2 years previous experience, it just felt natural.
Yeah, definitely just natural. I mean, when I get on the court, it's my happy place. So for sure, natural.
One thing I noticed when watching you play is that you're much more than a scorer. You rebound, you defend, you make plays for your teammates. How important is it for you to impact every part of the game?
Oh yeah, very important. You have to do things at every aspect of the game, whether it's defense or offense, and getting your teammates involved. So it's definitely big for me. Just doing the little things for sure. Like I always want to guard the best player. I always want to go after every rebound, every steal. So getting involved in every single way is definitely big for me.
So you do take pride in doing the little things.
For sure, yes.
So you were a Max Preps All American. That's a huge accomplishment. Being named the freshman All American. What did that recognition mean to you?
Mhm. Yeah, it definitely means a lot just to see your name with like a lot of other great players, especially at your age. A lot of people my age, a lot of girls my age want to be recognized like that, and it's a great honor. But at the end of the day, there's more work to be done. So
Did it validate all the work that you've already put in?
for sure, I think it just shows you. It's another way just showing your recognition of how hard I've been working.
Did it kind of motivate you, or motivate you to work even harder though, to
Hmm. Yeah,
keep that
definitely.
status?
For sure, yes.
So let's go over to your ESPN ranking. The ESPN releases their SC Next rankings. You're ranked number 24 in the country. When you first saw your name, like what went through your mind?
Yeah, probably just like being up there nationally. It's a whole type of different recognition. It's insane just to see your name up there. But at the end of the day, I want to be at the top. So just continuing to work harder. But I mean, it does really just show how much your hard work pays off.
Did you kind of celebrate, or was it back in the gym?
Yeah, I definitely think it's something to celebrate, but obviously back in the gym the next day for sure.
How do you stay focused when people are constantly talking about the rankings?
Yeah, I mean, rankings is something that's out of my control. So I don't try and worry about that at all. Like, it's not, I just focus on what I can control, which is my game and how hard I work. So that's what I do.
So, Charlotte, after the season ended, it seemed like everything changed. Phones started ringing, coaches wanted to visit, schools wanted you on campus. Then, those offers started coming in. I think you had 15. When did you realize your recruitment, had become national?
Yeah, I think just all throughout my freshman season, I definitely started taking more phone calls. So that's when I started realizing, this is, it's getting bigger for sure. I think just playing at on the Adidas circuit has definitely helped a lot, but definitely just throughout my whole freshman season.
When did you realize your recruitment had become national?
Probably right after my freshman season, maybe just talking with, a lot of coaches, whether, it doesn't like whatever school they're at. So I would say right after my freshman season, throughout the freshman season, beginning of AAU.
Was there one phone call or offer, that made everything feel so real?
No, I think they all mean so much. Like just the potential that the coaches see in me definitely just means so much. So I think every phone call is just a blessing for sure.
How do you stay focused on basketball when so much is happening around you?
Yeah, I mean, basketball is my happy place. I love getting in the gym, getting shots up. It brings me so much peace. So, I mean, just like getting outside of the outside noise and just playing ball for sure.
All right, so let's talk about your Kentucky offer. One of the biggest moments of your recruiting journey so far was, visiting University of Kentucky and receiving an offer from Coach Kenny Brooks and his staff. First of all,
Mhm.
congratulations on that. Walk us through
Thank
that
you.
day. Yeah, walk us through that day, from the moment you arrived on campus.
Yes. So I went for the Oklahoma game. It was a great experience, great everything. The facilities was really nice, but we were there, we watched the game. It was neck and neck the whole time. It was a great game. They came out with the win, which was really great to see. And then after the game, the coaches came and we went, walked around some of the facilities, got to see a lot of that, which was really nice. Got to talk to the strength and conditioning coach. So it was really good just to start building our connection for sure and the relationship and just seeing, what they see in me. So it was a great experience.
What was your first impression of Kentucky?
I mean, it's a great school. I loved everything about it, and it's definitely a family oriented school, which I really like.
What stood out about, the facilities or the gym to you?
I think it's just how nice it was. A lot of, I mean, most gyms are, girls share them with boys, but they had their own gym. It was really nice, and I loved everything about it.
Did you get to interact with Coach Brooks?
Yes, I talked with him after the visit when we were about to leave. We talked with him, so that was really good just to talk about the previous freshman year I've had and just everything, he's been doing with the program has been so good. So he was talking, a little bit about what he's doing with player development and things like that.
Take us to the moment, when they offered you.
Mhm. Yeah, so I was offered on the phone after my Louisville live period. So it was really special. I mean, we just talked, talked about how summer had been going, June ball, everything. And then he was talking just about how he was impressed with how I've been playing recently and, just how he's very excited to see my full potential and, who I'll become as a player. And then he offered me. So it was really special.
So how did he tell you it was a phone call? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So what was your reaction?
Yeah, obviously very excited. I mean, home state college. I mean, it's great, and it was just really exciting for sure.
Who was the first person you called afterwards?
Definitely just told my parents. So after the phone call, I went and told them. So it was very exciting.
So being a Kentucky native, how special was it to receive an offer, from your home state university?
Yeah, it just means so much that they see, what I see in myself, and that they are excited to see me when I, continue to grow and what I'll be in 3 years.
Did you grow up watching Kentucky basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously always on the screen, so always watching, whatever's on, but definitely.
What would it mean for you someday to wear Kentucky across your jersey?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so far from now. I've got 3 years, but I mean, just wearing any name would mean so much to me. Just being able to play at that level is already a blessing. So, very excited to see when the time comes.
Coach Brooks has built a reputation of one of the top coaches in women's basketball. What stood out the most about him? What stood out the most?
Yeah, I think just the way that he interacts with his players, he's very has close connections with them, which is something that's very important for me. I love how he's just always very supportive of them. So, definitely that.
How would you describe your conversations?
I think they just really show that they want our relationship to grow, which is really good. They always put in a lot of effort to, talk to me and stuff. So that means a lot.
Did anything he said really stick out with you or stick with you?
Just the way that he sees, that he loves my style of game, that really meant a lot to me.
When you talk to college coaches, what are you hoping to hear from them?
Definitely just how they'll see I fit into their, style of game and how they'll see me at their college and just stuff like that. If they want me there and how they want me to fit into their style of game.
I think it wasn't very long ago, a week or two ago, you visited Ohio State. You
Mhm.
mentioned, how much you love the campus, the facilities, and especially, getting to watch practice. Tell us about that experience. What made Ohio State stand out?
Mhm. I love the coaching staff. They were all really great, and I love watching practice. I mean, just seeing the way that they put in their offenses, and just like it's just summer ball, and they're already working really hard, which is definitely something that you have to be doing. And also how they have fun with their drills. It was really fun to watch, but I mean, it was really close. They were all really, nice and supportive, so it was good to be there.
How valuable is it, getting to watch practice instead of just touring the campus?
Yeah, just it shows you how their style of play is. Like at the end of the day, you're going to be there to play basketball, and just being able to see their players and how their players interact with each other, and how the coaches interact with the players on the court. That's definitely something that you have to see.
Did you see anything in their style of play that, fits your game?
Yeah, their offense is very, very similar to our AAU offense. So I definitely saw, things that I do and players. I was watching players that are in my position, learning from them. So I can definitely see myself playing in that style of play.
When you leave a visit, what do you normally think about on your ride home?
Yeah, definitely just think, do I see myself going there? Am I close with the coaches? Think about the interactions, things like that.
Your recruitment continues to grow. The list of schools recruiting you is getting, so long. Kentucky, Ohio State, Indiana, Louisville, Florida State, North Carolina, Michigan, Iowa State, Marquette, Vanderbilt, Virginia Tech, Liberty, Texas A&M, Bowling Green, Providence, Wisconsin, SMU. When you look at that list, does it ever feel so surreal?
I think, yeah, it just means so much to me. I'm so beyond grateful just for everything, every coach that's, poured into me as an athlete, but also just every coach at the collegiate level that believes in me. It means so much. So definitely.
How are you handling all the phone calls and conversations?
Yeah, I mean, it can be a lot for sure, but at the end of the day, it's what you want to do as an athlete. So I love talking, but also just being able to make new connections, new relationships with different coaches is definitely really big for me.
So, has recruiting changed your daily routine?
Not much. I mean, the coaches are really good about working around my schedule when I'm available, so it's easy and it's good to talk to them.
Do you ever find yourself thinking, this is happening faster than I expected?
I mean, not really. I think I was started getting recruited seventh, eighth grade, so I mean, it started early for me. But I feel like everyone's recruiting journey is goes at such different paces. So I mean, it's just incredible to see. But yeah, it's very exciting.
So, upcoming visits. You mentioned Indiana is one of the schools you're planning to visit after the live period. What excites you about
Mhm.
Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, they're just a basketball school. They always have a great crowd. It means a lot. I mean, their coaching staff is incredible. Love watching them, and the head coach, she actually recruited my mom, so it's very special.
Are there any other schools you're hoping to visit before school starts back?
Yeah, so we talked about getting up to Kentucky to watch a practice, and then Louisville, and then obviously a couple others after the live period.
How important are those campus visits compared to talking to coaches on the phone?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to see their real personality in person and how they interact with you and their players. So definitely, just being able to get in person is way more important than on the phone. But it is good to start building relationships on the phone, but definitely in person.
So, like, what are you looking for? This is always one of my favorite questions. Every player is
Mhm.
different. When you eventually choose a college, what would you be looking for?
Definitely just a family oriented school. I want to be at a school that is very close. I want to be able to talk to my coaches whenever, players whenever, be very close to my teammates, but also just be pushed every single day because at the end of the day, I want to play at the highest level. I want to play in the WNBA. So I want to be pushed. I want to be at a school where everyone's pushing me and around me is wanting to get better every single day.
Is player development your biggest priority?
It's definitely up there with just like family, but that's definitely one of them. Yes.
You got relationships, academics, winning, location, or
Mhm.
culture. What kind of atmosphere do you want to be part of every day?
Yeah, just a winning atmosphere for sure. A team that's always striving to win, striving because I want to win a national championship. So I want to be with a team that wants to win one. Location doesn't really matter to me, but definitely culture, just everyone, being really close.
Let's take it one step further. Describe your ideal head coach.
hmm Definitely just someone that's going to be hard on me. I want the truth. I want to be pushed. I want them to get on to me when they need to be because I want to be better in every aspect of the game. I want my IQ to get higher. So definitely just a head coach that's genuinely going to push me on and off the court just to be a greater person and a greater player.
So you want someone who would challenge you every day, right?
Yes.
What about someone who is honest even when it's hard to hear? Like just very
Yes.
tough.
Definitely. I mean, that's what I have right now with my dad. So that's what I would expect at the collegiate level as well.
So how important is communication to you?
Yeah, it's definitely very important, especially with growing connections. It's something you have to have, but also on the court, you always have to be talking. So it's definitely a big thing.
Do you want a coach who believes in player development over immediate results?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, no results are going to show immediately overnight. So, someone who's willing to take time to make you better. I mean, it's a big change from high school to college. And obviously, learning to fit into the college style of play is definitely big, especially just from high school to, AAU ball. It's a different style. So, just like coaches that are going to be able and willing to, work with you with player development for sure.
How important is building relationships with the entire coaching staff, not just the head coach?
Yeah, that's definitely really big because I mean, it's not always going to be the head coach you're talking to. So, I mean, if it's just, if you're working with, the guard coach or the post coach, you want to be close with them all.
When you leave a visit, what makes you think I could see myself playing here?
I think when you go to a school, you'll know, like, I think just by the way you act with the coaches, you feel like you can be yourself and just the way that they recruit and just everything around it, I feel like it will be home.
Charlotte, with the rankings, offers, and national attention, it'd be easy for someone to get, caught up in all of it. But every time people
Mhm.
talk about you, they mention your character. Like, how do you stay grounded?
Mhm. I mean, just controlling what I can control. There's things out of my control that I don't need to worry about. I just need to worry about my game and worrying about how I can get better in every aspect. So definitely just things that I can control.
Who reminds you to, I guess, stay focused on what matters the most?
Definitely my dad and my mom, just my parents, they're always, just telling me what I need to hear, but also telling me what I don't want to hear. So that's definitely what I need.
How important is it to represent your family, John Harden and the Lady Phenom United the right way?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to me. They always show so much support and they pour into me as an athlete and as a human. So I think it just means a lot to show them and represent them in the best way possible.
There are a lot of young players, watching who are just starting the recruiting process. What
Mhm.
advice would you give to them?
Yeah, I think just stay humble, dream big. There's so much you can accomplish in the world of basketball. So definitely dream big, no limit is too high. And I think just stay humble at the end of the day. Don't compare your journey to somebody else's because at the end of the day, it's just you against you. So just work hard and focus on your journey.
Should they focus on rankings, offers, or just simply get better every day?
Yeah, just simply get better every day and worry about what you can control.
What's the one thing, yeah, you've learned about recruiting that you didn't know before, going through it yourself?
I mean, it takes you everywhere. You can make so many connections, so many relationships with so many coaches. It's incredible, truly. And I mean, you just get to experience different, just seeing how every college differs. It's a great experience.
So the NCAA live periods this weekend. For the people
Mhm.
watching who may not know, this isn't just another tournament. This is one of the biggest recruiting weekends of the year. College coaches from across the country, will be in the gym watching every possession. As a player, what makes the live period different from every other weekend?
Mhm. I mean, obviously, you're on a really big stage. There's lots of people watching, but at the end of the day, it's me and my teammates, and we want to win. We've got a lot to prove. We've got a really hard schedule coming up. So, I mean, just every day we put in the work. So we just have to show it this weekend, and then obviously in Rock Hill at the end of the month.
Do you feel more excitement than pressure?
Yeah, definitely just excitement. Always excited to play that game I love. So.
What about once the game starts? Does all that disappear?
For sure. I think it just, I mean, you might be nervous when you get out there. It's normal. That means you care. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're playing the game you love with the people you love. So it's just exciting to be able to play on this stage.
How have you prepared mentally, for this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, definitely I've prepared in every way possible, conditioning, basketball, weightlifting, just everything. So I think that prepares me mentally because I know I'm ready because I've prepared in every way possible.
So, you're playing on the big stage. You've played in a lot of big games, but every live period there's another opportunity to make a statement. Do you approach these games any differently?
No, I think, I mean, you just approach every game. Every game's an opportunity. Whether there's college coaches watching or not, you're able to get better. So, I mean, it's just approaching every game the same for sure.
Or you try to treat it like every game the same? How do you prepare yourself to treat it as same as every game you play?
I think just telling myself mentally, this is the game, I train all the time for. I'm always in the gym. I love this. So, I think just mentally telling myself to trust in myself and trust in God's plan.
Awesome. So when coaches from Kentucky, Ohio State, Indiana, Louisville, Florida State, North Carolina, Michigan, Virginia Tech, Vanderbilt, and all the other schools, they can be watching. How do you stay focused on
Mhm.
the game instead of who's sitting on the baseline?
Yeah, I think when the game starts, it kind of just all you don't really focus on who's on the sideline. It just kind of all starts and the game goes. So I don't really worry about that when it starts.
One thing that's really impressive is that, you're competing with the Lady Phenom United 17U team. You're playing up against older, stronger, more experienced players every weekend. Why is that so important to you?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. It's definitely going to prepare me for every level that I play at, being able to play against stronger players. And then obviously last year playing against 16U definitely prepared me for just all the colleges watching. And then obviously the strength was different in 16U, but then in 17U, I mean, just getting in the weightlifting room, getting stronger over my freshman year definitely helped prepare me for the bigger stage.
How much has playing, older competition accelerated your development?
Yeah, I mean, it's changed. It's definitely made me stronger playing up because then when I go back to high school ball, I'm prepared for that. But I think it also just prepares you for every game that you're going to play in your life.
Do you enjoy being challenged like that?
Yes, definitely. Love being challenged every game for sure.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from competing against older players?
Just how strong they are. I mean, at this, there's no going back. Like every game you play now is gonna be against strong people. So I mean, you just have to be prepared. But it's definitely taught me to just be prepared and strong and get ready every day.
For the players and parents out there, out there in Kentucky that never got to experience like the Adidas 3 SSB or shoe circuit, what's the biggest difference
Mhm.
between a shoe circuit and Kentucky high school basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it's just you get to travel. It's great. The places you get to go to, the gyms are insane. They're really nice. Just the people around you, the environment's incredible. It's really nice. And then obviously all the college coaches there watching and everything's, built down to be really nice to a T. So it's definitely really good.
What about the game? Is the speed faster, more physical?
Yeah,
How's that
it's
different?
definitely fast. Definitely faster, more physical. I mean, it's I feel like it's higher in every aspect of the game. Every player there is good. Every player there has a high IQ. So you're playing against people that, they all want to be pushed and they all want to be playing at the higher level too. So, I mean, you're not just playing against people who don't see themselves playing, at the next level. Everyone there is working for the same thing as you.
So talk about Lady Phenom United. This has become
Mhm.
one of the premier girls basketball programs in the country. What makes this program special?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone there is just so close. It's definitely a family program and I love everyone there. Everyone there is always very supportive. Everyone's wants you to get to the next level. We're all really close. Our chemistry on and off the court is just insane and we love each other. So I think it's just always fun to be around each other.
How has it helped you prepare for high major college basketball?
It's definitely made me stronger. I've had to, think in different types of positions that I've been in and into game positions. And it's definitely prepared me to get my IQ higher and just get better in every aspect.
Um, what has playing along other nationally, ranked players taught you?
Definitely just that everyone wants the same thing. Everyone there is going to work hard and so am I. So, I mean, we're all there for the same thing, but it's definitely just taught me that, you just got to keep working hard and focus on yourself, not others' journeys.
How important has the coaching staff been to your growth both on and off the court?
Yeah. I think they've definitely just taught me to just be me, no matter what. And they, I mean, they just help in so many ways. I can't, like, they're just so supportive and I love being around them.
So go. Let's talk goals. When the weekend is over, what do you want to
Mhm.
accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to play really aggressive this week, trust in my mechanics, trust in my game, step on the court, with confidence in myself and just have fun as a team. Obviously, we want to win as many games as we can. So just work hard and play aggressive the whole week.
So is it about statistics? Is it about winning games, showing your leadership, or is it like you improving certain parts of your game, or
I
simply
think just
proving one,
improving.
or showing you're one of the
Yeah.
best players of the game? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, just definitely showing that I'm one of the best, trusting in myself, being able to show that I'm a leader at every level of the game. Even playing up with all these people, I want to try and be a leader as well. So definitely, yeah, just being a leader and trusting in my game. Yeah.
When college coaches leave this game this weekend, what do you hope they're saying about Charlotte McCurry?
I hope that they think I'm the hardest worker on the floor.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about training. Hopefully, I can say this name correctly. I think it's Kiana Young. Is that how you say it?
Yes. Hmm.
So one thing people, don't always see is the work that happens, long before, game day.
Hmm.
You spent a lot of time training with Keno Young at next level athletes in LA. Tell us about your
Yes.
relationship with Keno.
Yes, definitely just since he's basically family. He's family. So, I mean, we're very close. I look forward to every session. He pushes me every single day at the end of the day. And we get in, we get after it, but I mean, we have fun as well, but he's just so great to be around.
How did you first start training with him?
Yeah, so I started training with him, I think about a year or two ago. So I've been training for a while now, but I mean, we do weightlifting, agility, quickness, speed, all types of different work. So he's helped my game in so many aspects, jumping, different things like that.
What makes him different from other trainers?
Yeah, I think it's just our relationship. We're just so close and I love working out with him. He's always pushing me to be the best. So I think, he can push me to a different level because we are close like family. So definitely just being able to be pushed that hard.
What areas of your game has he really challenged you to improve?
Yeah, I think definitely my speed is what we've been focused on recently is just getting quicker, faster, more shifty, and then obviously jumping, being able to go after every rebound.
Family connection. One thing that's really cool is the family connection. Keno is married to Darren Huff. I think he played at
Mhm.
college at Georgetown, right? So having
Yes.
people around you who've experienced college basketball and professional basketball, how valuable has that been?
Oh yeah, very valuable. I mean, she's such an inspiration to me. I love looking up to her. I mean, just being able to talk with her about, what she's experienced in college and overseas and, what she expects out of me and just being able to learn from her game and, her being able to talk to me about, she was stronger overseas and she wished, she was stronger in college. So I think that's definitely something that I've picked up at a young age, especially my dad also said, he wished he was stronger. That's the only thing he would change. So, I mean, just getting in the weightlifting room at a young age is definitely very important.
What advice have Keno and Darian shared that's really stayed with you?
I think they just push me. I think they definitely just tell me to just trust in myself and they trust in me. So, definitely they're just so supportive.
How much confidence does it give you knowing they've already walked the path you're hoping to take?
Mhm. Yeah, just so much. I mean, just them being able to train me and they've played at that level, it means a lot. It shows me, they know what they're doing. So, very excited that they wanna help me as an athlete.
The work nobody sees. Everybody sees the rankings, everybody sees the offers, everybody sees the highlights, but they don't always see the work. Walk us through a typical week. How many days are you in the gym?
Mhm. Yeah, so basketball, I'm in the gym every day. Weightlifting, I do about 5 times a week. I do conditioning around 4 to 5 times a week. So definitely just, like, all week long. It's a big day.
How much time do you spend watching film?
Mhm. I'd say it's definitely in season. We watch more about teams, that we're gonna play and games that I've played, going over things I need to improve on. Obviously it dies down AAU time though.
How important has strength training become for your game?
Yeah, I mean, I've just seen such a different change over the past year. I've gotten so much stronger just from my eighth grade to freshman year. It's been a totally big difference, and I'm very, just blessed that I'm able to work out and get stronger and have that opportunity.
So let's talk about skill development. If we watched one of a workout with Keno, like what will we see?
Yeah, I mean, we normally start off with plyos. We do, speed work, and then we'll go through our weightlifting. We do different variations of weightlifting. So we'll start out with our main one, and then we'll do little different things. But it lasts about an hour, and that's what we get a lot in for sure.
Are you spending more time like on ball handling, creating off the dribble, 3-point shooting, finishing through
Mhm.
contact, your mid-range game, passing, defending multiple position? Like what's been the biggest emphasis this summer?
Yeah, I mean, when I work out with my dad, he pushes me. We go over everything. So we do every aspect of the game. We'll start with ball handling, shooting. We'll do everything. We'll do literally everything. So I think just improving in every aspect of the game is definitely a big thing for both of us.
One thing that think separates you is your basketball IQ. You always seem to make the right read. Where does that come from?
Yeah, I mean, I just watch the game so much, being able to talk, especially with my parents, they've experienced it, and obviously my cousin and trainer, I mean, they just know so much. So being able to talk with them just about basketball, whether I'm watching, a college game or a WNBA game, we can just be talking and then I'll learn something new. And, it's definitely big to have them and have their experience poured on to me.
Are there certain players you like watching?
I love watching Paige in the WNBA. I love watching Juju Watkins. Definitely those two for sure. Incoming freshmen, I love watching Kate Harpering, especially on the Adidas circuit. I love watching her. So
You've already had an incredible freshman season. You've got your national recognition, but I know a lot of great players are never satisfied. Where do you believe your game can improve the most over the next year?
yeah, I think just mentally I can get stronger, but also I think every aspect has to improve. You can always get better in every aspect of the game. So I think everywhere, and then also just continuing to be a leader, focusing on getting after it on defense again, because I want to be guarding the best player. So getting after it on defense, and then obviously ball handling and being a 3 level scorer.
So, what are your biggest goals for the summer?
hmm Obviously, win as much games as we can as possible. Trust in my game as an individual and just ball out at the end of the day. But also, I want to get invited to Adidas All American at the end of the summer. So hopefully, I can get that.
So when the Adidas 3SSB is over or live period is over, what would make you feel like you've accomplished what you set out to do?
Mhm. I think just obviously getting that recognition, Adidas All American, that would be a lot. But as winning, like hopefully we can, win the circuit. We got to work hard, and I think we have a good chance. But that would definitely mean a lot to me.
So looking ahead to your sophomore year at John Harden, what are your goals individually?
hmm I think just being a leader, working on being, always playing as a team player, getting my teammates more opportunities, and just playing my ball and being able to be really good at a three-level score for sure.
What are your team goals?
hmm Obviously, just winning region is definitely a big goal and making it to the highest game we can.
Where do you want to see John Harden competing this season?
Obviously, I want to be in the state tournament. I want to be as high as we can. I want to win district. I want to win region, and state. So we got to get up there for sure.
Do you feel like you've become more of a leader now that you've had such a successful freshman year?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps, but also just again playing varsity for the past couple years has definitely helped. I've stepped up in certain ways in different game scenarios, so I think that's definitely helped a lot.
How do you plan to help your teammates continue improving?
Yeah, I mean, just letting them do what they need to do, accelerate in their game, be able to ball out where they need to, and just working together. I think is a big thing. Communication, obviously, that's a big thing.
So every great player is always looking for another level. When you evaluate your own game, what's one area where you believe you can make the biggest jump over the next year?
hmm I think just ball handling would be a big thing for me. I want to be able to, always continue to get better at that. I think that's a big thing that always can have improvement for sure. So that's a big thing for me.
What about becoming more vocal, your outside shot, getting stronger, or what about
Mhm.
on the defensive end?
Yeah. So definitely getting stronger would be a big thing because obviously that's going to help at every different level of the game. And then definitely, yeah, defensively, just getting after every ball, rebounding, talking to my teammates, being very vocal. And then, yeah, as getting as many steals as I can because that'll open up a lot more opportunities on the other side of the court.
Let's talk about the right college fit. Your recruitment, is only going to continue growing. Eventually, you're going to have to make, that difficult decision. When you picture
Mhm.
yourself playing college basketball, what type of program do you see yourself in?
Yeah, I think just a program that wants to win, a program that's ready to compete at the highest level, a energetic, community somewhere where, I'm excited for practice, whether it's really early in the morning, really late at night, just excited to be around an energetic group. Some obviously people that want to win, be pushed to the next level for sure.
All right, so let's talk about life away from basketball. Basketball is a huge part of your life, but it isn't everything. When you're away from the gym, what do you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I mean, just hanging out with family, friends for sure. I love being outside, going to the pool, different things like that.
What about your favorite TV show?
Probably Stranger Things.
Oh, nice. What about favorite music?
I love R&B, rap, things like that.
Your favorite meal?
Steak.
Favorite place you traveled?
Probably Florida.
Who's the funniest teammate on the Lady Phenom United?
Probably Jakai.
So let's have a little fun with rapid fire. Your favorite basketball memory?
All of our Christmas tournaments.
Favorite college visit so far?
I love them all.
Nice answer. Dream school to visit.
Um, Anywhere honestly.
Favorite WNBA player?
Paige Beckers,
Favorite NBA player?
Caleb Wilson.
Favorite basketball shoes?
I love the customized Adidas ones that we receive.
Favorite pregame meal?
Chick-fil-A.
Favorite gym you've ever played in?
Rock Hill for sure.
Yeah, I love Rock Hill. Rock Hill's awesome. Hardest player
Mhm.
you've ever played against?
Eve Long.
Favorite move to score?
Spin move.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
3 words to describe Charlotte McCurry.
Hardworking, driven, and focused.
One thing fans don't know about you.
I used to play soccer.
Your message to young players, Charlotte. There are going to be a lot of young girls watching this interview. Some are in
Mm.
elementary school, some are in middle school. You know, some dream of playing Division 1 basketball one day. If you could give them one
Mm.
piece of advice, what would it be?
Just focus on your game. Continue to work hard day after day. Put in the work. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. Don't focus on, if other people your age are getting more recognition than you or anything like that. Just focus on you and dream as big as you can.
What does it take to reach this level?
Just continuous work, whether it's in the basketball gym, in the weightlifting gym, and just trusting in yourself, trusting in God's plan, definitely.
What separates good players from great players?
Great players never get tired.
Before we let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Just everyone that's poured into me as an athlete. My dad, he works so hard with me. I love him so much. He works so hard. My mom, obviously, so supportive. She's worked with me on the court as well. Keanu and Darian, they work so hard with me. And then obviously just my entire team, John Harden and all of Lady Phenom. I love everyone in the program. They work so hard for me.
Before I let you go, or we let you go, can you share like where fans can find you on social media?
Yes, so my Instagram is Shar McCurry, and then my X account is also Shar McCurry. So those two for sure.
So, Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You know, we truly appreciate your time, and we're excited, to continue following your journey. Best of luck this weekend with Lady Phenom United during the Adidas 3SSB Live period in Mishawaka, Indiana.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing what the future holds, and we know this is just the beginning of what's going to be an incredible career. Um, Thank you, everyone who turned into another episode of Pure Prospects Podcast. If you enjoyed tonight's conversation with Charlotte McCurry, make sure you become a Pure Prospects Insider on Substack. For just $7.99 a month or $80 annually, you'll receive exclusive recruiting news, national Kentucky player rankings, premium scouting reports, in-depth player evaluations, feature stories, podcasts, interviews like these, breaking recruiting updates, behind the scenes coverage from the biggest events in grassroots basketball. You can also follow Pure Prospects on Instagram and X, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this episode with another basketball fan. And don't forget, Friday, July 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern, join us for another big episode as Camp One Chief Operating Officer Julius King and majority owner Terrence Commodore stop by the Pure Prospects podcast. We'll discuss player development, leadership, basketball culture, and the vision that's making Camp one of the fastest growing organizations in youth basketball. Until next time, I'm Cody Thomas. Thanks for watching the Pure Prospects podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. See you, Charlotte. Thank you for coming on.
See, thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You too.